Hello, this is Liz, and this is my Let's Play of Mass Effect 3. We're here in the Normandy, and we have just gone and done our recruitment of, well actually, we didn't recruit Jack or Grunt, but we took them from the situations they were in, and now they're our assets, so we need to go and fix the Tuchanka thing one way or the other. So, let's go and cure the genophage. It's an interesting mission, and it does take some time. Oh. And let's do it. So, okay, I don't know whether I've actually read this. No, I don't think I have read it. Tuchanka is scarred by bombardment craters, radioactive rubble, choking ash, salt flats, and alkaline seas, and it can barely support life. Thousands of years ago, life grew in fierce abundance under the F-class star Aralak, a Rake clan word meaning Eye of Wrath. Tree analogues grew in thick jungles, their roots growing out of shallow, silty seas. Life fed upon life in an evolutionary crucible, though this world died in nuclear firestorms after the Krogans split the atom. A little ice age of nuclear winter killed off most of the remaining plant life. In recent centuries, many Krogan have returned to their homeworld. The reduced albedo has caused global temperatures to rise. In order to maintain livable temperatures, a vast shroud was assembled at the L1 Lagrange point. It is maintained by the Council Demilitarization Enforcement Mission, CDEM, which is based on orbiting battle stations. CDEM advisory: visitors to Tuchanka land at their own risk. The CDEM will not attempt to extract citizens threatened by clan warfare. Travel advisory: the ecology of Tuchanka is deadly. Nearly every native species engages in some predatory behavior. Even the remaining vegetation is carnivorous. Travel beyond guarded area is strongly discouraged. Population is only 2.1 billion. Capital is currently or not, since they are ascendant. And the garrison there is 2,400 people in orbital battle stations. And surface temperature is 72 Celsius, 36 in shrouded areas. That's quite high. So let's go.
All hands, full stop! Hostiles detected at the landing coordinates.
Joker, what have you got?
Sensors show a Reaper parked at the Shroud facility. No way you're gonna be able to land a shuttle there.
Get everyone assembled in the war room. I want eyes on the Shroud.
Aye, aye, sir.
New form of Reaper, Shepard, using Shroud to poison Tuchanka's atmosphere. Problematic.
Cowards! They're afraid to take us head-on!
Primarch, we're gonna need your help.
That could be difficult. Our losses on Palaven have been catastrophic.
We're doing this for Palaven. No one said it would be easy.
What do you have in mind?
A combined attack. Your people hit the Reaper with an airstrike. Reeve, at the same time, your soldiers will be attacking from the ground. Together, you can draw it away from the tower.
Yes, distraction. Small team can reach Shroud facility, finish synthesizing cure. We'll need Eve to come with us.
We've never faced a Reaper up close like this. Everyone on board?
If you want our help, you'd better be.
Commander, incoming message marked urgent. I'll put it in the comm room for you.
Dalatrus?
Commander Shepard, we know you've reached Tuchanka. And by now, I imagine Mordin Solus has proposed using the Shroud.
Are you spying on us?
Hardly. The Shroud is the only viable course of action open to you. Commander, you can't allow your misguided sympathy for the Krogan to cloud your judgment. Do you honestly believe curing the genophage will end in lasting peace?
No, I don't. The Krogan are too violent, but I don't have a choice here.
Then allow me to offer you one. Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you were planning couldn't be done. Mordin will likely detect this malfunction and repair it. But if you ensure that he doesn't, then the cure's viability will be altered just enough so that it fails. No one will notice the change.
You mean trick the Krogan?
They need not be any the wiser. Let Erdnot Reeve believe you fulfilled your promise.
Morton would never stand for that.
How you deal with him is up to you, Commander. We can provide you our very best scientists to build the Crucible, and the full support of our fleets.
If I sabotage the cure.
Think about it, Commander. The choice is yours.
I don't know how this is gonna go, but we'll take Javik and Edie. Neither of them care about the Krogan very much. Black Widow, Scorpion, yep, we're gonna do that. I think that's fine. And I did give him the medic. Should probably upgrade that. And I'm gonna keep mine. Whoop, I probably should have
I've spoken with the other clans. They're gathering on our secret meeting ground at the Hollows. We'll rendezvous there and take an armored convoy against the Reaper. After today, Krogan's superiority will be obvious to everyone.
Rare opportunity to improve galactic opinion of Krogan. Hope you use it wisely.
Commander, you seem troubled.
There's just a lot on the line. I want this to go well.
Have faith. No matter the adversity we face, some moments are destined to happen. This is one of them.
And then the galaxy will have a new power to reckon with.
Reeve, it's Jorgal Tharak. The Reapers are attacking the Hollows. Be ready for a fight!
Hang on tight. We're heading in.
I'm not sure how this goes. Do I have to kill Morden to keep the thing from going? That would suck.
Shepard, protect our flank. I'll go pull the other clans out of the fire.
Everyone pick your targets and keep an eye on our 6. Now move!
The enemy is...
Push forward. Don't let him get up here.
Shepard, there's hordes of them over here. Defend that shuttle.
They're certainly relentless. More incoming.
So it begins. History will show that Clan Erdnot drew first Reaper blood.
No time for bragging. The airstrike is on the way.
Female safe, Shepard. Recommend haste, however. Vital signs troubling.
Who let the Solarian onto Tachanka? They aren't welcome here.
Multiple Krogan. Problematic.
Who are you?
Jorgal Tharak. Our clan stretches back as long as there have been Krogan. Unlike these Erdnot whelps.
Our
I own Varen, who are older than any of them.
Which just means you've been around too long, Tarak. You're weak and tired.
And wise enough to know Salarians can't be trusted.
The Salarian is not your enemy. He's here to help cure the genophage.
You didn't see what his kind did to our people. You weren't there, human.
There will be a reckoning for the genophage, Tarak. But not until I say so.
Enough! You can stay here and let old wounds fester as Krogan have always done. Or you can fight the enemy you were born to destroy, and win a new future for our children. I choose to fight. Who will join me?
I will.
And so will the rest of you.
Copy that, Artemec. We're on our way, trying to make up lost time. Shepard out.
I hope you're not serious about avenging the genophage, Reeve. It would be a disaster for our people.
Our people were made for war. It's what they want.
And you need to be the leader who tells them they're wrong.
Krogan already spread war across galaxy before. Genophage was result. Must learn from that. Otherwise, we'll share fate of ancestors.
And would our ancestors forgive their enemies so easily?
What were the ancient Krogan like?
Tachanka wasn't always a wasteland. In the old times, the Krogan were a proud people. We had dreams, a future to look forward to.
Until Salarian interference.
No, we destroyed Tachanka ourselves. Technology changed us. It made life too easy. So we looked for new challenges, and found them in each other. Nuclear war was inevitable.
Maybe, but that didn't give anyone the right to unleash the genophage on us.
You'll be caught in a vicious cycle if you try to avenge the genophage.
As long as the rest of the galaxy thinks we want revenge, we'll have power. They'll fear us the way Krogan were meant to be feared. Isn't that why you destroyed Malin's research, Shepard?
But what do you really intend to do, Reeve?
That would be telling.
There's that look in your eye again, Commander. What's troubling you?
Just thinking about Earth.
Your courage for my people will be remembered. You won't be alone in your fight.
Why are we stopping?
Reeve, you and Mordin stay with Eve. It's looking ugly out here.
Hurry it up.
It's dangerous stopping like this.
That Reaper will make for an imposing enemy.
It's a new one of these. I don't think either of us, none of us, okay.
It will be my first kill, but not the last.
Anything over here? Yep, death mask. A melee stunner for pistol. I don't think I've ever used that before.
Shepard, what's happening? We have to get moving.
No. Just looking at the surroundings. Wondering what the hell that is.
What's the holdup?
Road's out. The convoy can't make it through.
Turian Wing Artemec, this is Shepard. We've been delayed. Hold off your attack.
Negative, Commander. Our approach is locked. The Reaper knows we're here.
An airstrike isn't enough against the Reaper. We must join the fight.
Damn it! I don't care if we have to build a new road. We're going.
Shepard!
I've lost control. I can't pull up. Reed, get the female out of here now! Go! Artemec, do you copy?
We have to abort, Commander. That Reaper's tearing us to pieces.
Understood. Save your pilots. We'll find another way. Reed, are you receiving this? Is everyone okay?
We're Krogan. We're fine. The wreck made it out too.
The Turians had to call off the airstrike. We'll need a new plan for dealing with the Reaper.
We'll have to find you first. Where are you?
Underground. We see ruins of some kind.
Commander, that's the City of the Ancients.
How do we get out?
No maps exist. It's been abandoned for thousands of years.
I'm sure you can figure it out, Shepard. Find a way through, and we'll meet you. Nothing in the galaxy will...
More than a naturally occurring quake.
Reed, are you guys feeling these tremors?
Nothing here.
It could be something else, Commander. It is said that Kalros, the mother of all Thresher Maws, lives in this region.
Then the last place you want to be is underground, Shepard. Get moving.
Kalros, the mother of all Thresher Maws. Sounds troubling. Kalros, I would guess. Impressive.
Likely not to scale, either. Perhaps we should leave this area.
We are
Krogan
trying.
don't usually name Thresher Maws. This must be an unusual specimen.
Those are Krogan riding on a certain type of proof of Reaper invasion.
There are bound to be more than just the ones we killed. Reeve, we've got Rachna here. Keep an eye out.
I know, we're seeing them too. But all that matters is getting to that shroud. Move it.
I don't know if I could bring myself to kill Morden. We're gonna have to see how this
Daylight
goes.
detected ahead. Curious. It was assumed that any notable location on Tuchanka had been destroyed.
Remnants of a failed species.
Yeah. They are a bit... Oh.
Reeve, we made it back outside.
If you can see the radioactive haze, you're making progress.
And the color green. Plant life was assumed dead in this ecosystem.
You're looking at hope, all that's left of it on Tuchanka. This is once a world full of beauty. Given a chance, it can be again.
Shepard, that Reaper is still disrupting the shroud.
Oh, I got 8 points. Let's put it into fitness. No? Put in a shockwave? Oh, I have not used shockwave yet. You know what? I'm gonna have to respec, I think. Nine. Overload, I think. Increase the damage. And so why don't we do hit one additional target. Hit one additional target. And then increase recharge speed. And then when I have more, chain overload. Angelic? We got 5. Let's do his slam. Lift grenade? I don't know. Deal high damage. Let's try it.
Get out of there and we'll pick you up.
We're on it.
And when we get there,
vengeance will be mine.
Movement ahead!
More opportunity for a kill.
Stay sharp!
More enemies ahead!
And he isn't alone!
The area is clear.
Reed, right about Calros. She's on the move.
We've been talking about that, and what do you want?
Be quiet, Reeve. The commander has enough to worry about.
What's going on?
Just an idea. We can discuss it when you get out of there.
Stay alert. Hostile sighted.
Shepard, looks like there's a bridge nearby. Get to it and we'll pick you up there.
We're in the middle of a firefight right now.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Damn it.
It's not going well.
It's not going well. I mean, seems to be okay. Seems alright to me. I mean,
Shepard, we're just below the bridge. Get down here and we can get to the shroud. Calros.
Reed!
Calros territorial instinct confirmed.
Let's see how fast she can go. Shepard, keep moving while I lose this thing. We'll find you somewhere ahead.
Pressure mark getting closer.
It must smell Solarian meat on board.
Or Krogan.
What is this place?
Threats like that explain why there's no such thing as weak Krogan.
Or very
Hostiles ahead.
I have them in sight.
Shepard, Reeve busy driving truck. Are you still alive?
Doing what we can. What about you?
Alarmed yet entertained. Calros is quite persistent.
Right, stick close.
right, Shepard. Now we gotta get out of here somehow. It's up here. Okay.
Shepard, we're losing Kalros. Find a way down and we'll pick you up. Shepard, get in the truck. Durak, watch your back. That Thresher Maw is still out there. Make it fast, Reeve. We're in the open here.
Move it!
It's Kalros! Move, Shepard!
We're in. Go!
Your Krogan friend may still be alive.
The rat was no friend. Now, let's get moving. We got a Reaper to deal with.
We no longer possess the firepower to defeat a Reaper.
Vengeance is the goal. Suicide is not.
We're not leaving here until the genophage is cured.
Then I hope this idea you were talking about is a good one.
It's not mine, it's hers.
Kalros. We summon her to the Reaper.
Would that even work?
Already discussed strategy. Just need to distract Reaper. Draw it from tower while Cure synthesized, released.
What makes you so sure she'll come?
Legends say she is the mother from which all other Thresher Maws spawn. This is as much her home as ours.
Every living thing on this planet knows how to kill, and kill well. Her more than most.
I've taken some risks in my time, but this seems crazy.
You'll do it if our alliance means anything, Shepard. Not even a Reaper's gonna stop us from curing the genophage.
But how do you summon a Thresher Maw?
The tower was built in an arena devoted to Kalros' glory. The Solarians thought she would scare away intruders.
Appears to have worked.
There are 2 Maw hammers there, the largest in existence. If you can activate them, Kalros will come. That should distract the Reaper.
Meanwhile, laboratory nearby. We'll finish synthesizing Cure.
Let's make sure we all get out of here alive. We're gonna have one hell of a story to tell.
Shepard! Just remember whose side you're on. I can handle them. Go! Ah!
See you on the other side.
Stay alive, Shepard. We'll have Cure ready.
How am I gonna stop him?
Let's get in there!
I can't remember how to stop him.
We're a little busy, Reeve.
Then leave that part to me and just get there.
M5 phalanx. I don't want to use it right now, but I will definitely check it out.
Shepard, some luck. Original strain in storage. Preparing the cure now.
Make it quick, Mort.
At
They're
last,
all over us.
the Reaper!
Well, that wasn't very nice.
Everyone all right?
Systems are intact.
I faced worse.
Yeah, phasers, I know that.
The hammers are up. There are 2 of them. You'll have to activate them both.
I remember this spot.
If I was organic, that would probably burn.
Just keep moving. Stick to cover.
Cover means nothing to a Reaper.
Well, it sorta does.
This would seem to define insanity, Shepard.
This is the easy part.
Don't stop!
Commander, this is Artemic Wing. We'll try to give the Reaper something else to shoot at.
Go! Let's push ahead!
Over to the left. One of the hammers.
This redefines insanity.
Morton, we hit the first hammer. How's it coming?
Almost have cure. Eve's vital signs dropping. Trying to compensate.
The second hammer is on the other side.
Come on, Shepard.
I'm a little busy, Reeve.
There are no excuses on Tachanka.
There is, actually.
Go! Get back to the truck. I'll take care of the cure.
This is my favorite part of the whole game. So neat. How do I stop it? I don't know. I don't know how I stop it.
Morton, is the cure ready?
Yes, loaded for dispersal in 2 minutes. But Eve, dead.
What happened?
Stress sampling, too intense. Too much trauma. Wanted to stop. She refused. Her decision.
She did it for her people.
Female was stabilizing force for Krogan. Implications of Reeve as lone Krogan leader. Problematic.
Down!
Control room at top of Shroud Tower. Must take elevator up.
You're going up there?
Yes. Readings at lab suggest temperature malfunction. Could affect cure viability. Need to adjust settings manually.
It's too dangerous, Morton. We need to get out of here.
No. Temperature variance could destroy cure. Time running out. Have to go up.
Morton, you're not going up.
Not concerned for my safety. Concerned I might discover something. Sabotage? But whose? Ah. Why, Shepard? That desperate for Solarian aid? Or that afraid of Krogan?
Every time we've talked about this before, you've defended the Genophage. Hell, you destroyed Malin's data. How can you change your mind now?
I made a mistake! I made a mistake. Focused on big picture. Big picture made of little pictures. Too many variables. Can't stop now. Gone too far. Eve dead. Krogan deserve a cure.
Can I stop him by saying now isn't the time?
I agree, Morty. But not now.
If not now, when?
Someday. But when we stop the Reapers, this whole galaxy will need time to recover. Reeve won't give us that time. He'll attack while the rest of us are weak.
Eve would have stopped him.
Eve isn't here.
No. Suggest we let Krogan believe dispersal was a success. Ensure alliance. We'll need to disappear to keep story accurate. Reeve will think I died at Tower, curing genophage.
Doing what had to be done.
We'll also inform the Dalatras of the deception.
Good. Here are the coordinates for the Crucible project. We can use your help building it.
Thank you, Shepard. Too eager to atone. Would have compounded error. Glad you were here.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
We can disagree, Morden, but I'm right.
Warning, temperature malfunction detected. Warning, temperature malfunction detected. Warning, dispersal commencing. Warning, temperature malfunction detected.
Yep. Well, they're gonna be mad. They're never gonna forgive us. Oh well. I've done it plenty of times the other way.
To the void, we commit her body. In life, this Krogan faced our greatest enemy with rare valor. In death, she has proven a savior to her people. May her courage fan the flames of hope for the future. She is now the true mother of Tachanka. Wouldn't be a war without a funeral.
I'm responsible for her death? I'm trying to be Peregrine. Okay.
She died because of a decision I made. Malin's research might have saved her.
Death is no stranger to Tachanka. She fulfilled her purpose. It was a shame about the hijack, though. Morden.
He wouldn't have had it any other way. And I'm sure wherever he is, he's putting in a good word for us.
It's too bad he wasn't a Krogan. History can't show that a Solarian cured the genophage.
Then who did?
The only Krogan who was left standing. I may end up being more famous than you, Shepard. No matter. You lived up to your word, now I'll do the same. Tell the Turians we're more than happy to come show them how to win a war. The Krogan already killed one Reaper, didn't we?
Well, it doesn't feel great because you're lying to everybody.
Hell of a thing you just pulled off, Commander. Curing the genophage? I never thought I'd see the day.
Reeve has agreed to help the Turians, Admiral. We should get their full support.
And the Solarians? How did you manage to get them on board?
Careful diplomacy.
Uh-huh. I don't think I want to know what that means. Though I bet it has something to do with the Solarian scientist who just showed up at our door. He's so full of ideas about the Crucible, nobody can shut him up.
No comment, sir.
I'll take your word on that. You're starting to put together a real alliance out there. Good work, Commander. Hackett, out.
Commander, Erdnot Reeve has begun sending troops to Palaven. You kept your end of the bargain, and now I'll keep mine. The Turian hierarchy will stand with humanity against the Reapers.
I'm glad we can help each other out. It's the only way we're gonna defeat the Reapers.
That much is certain. To that end, several dry dock ships are ready to help build the Crucible. Garrus will coordinate them.
Yes, sir.
And when the time comes to deploy it, the full measure of our fleet will be there for Earth. May the spirits watch over us all.
I'll start managing Turian support right away, Shepard. You must be exhausted. Morden dying, it can't be easy.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
We both know you need a clear head to win a war. There's no room for mistakes here. You should catch some shut-eye. I'll make sure Joker doesn't launch any suicide missions.
Anything happens, you let me know.
Another dream sequence. He's right there. Okay.
One day there will be payback for all that my people have suffered. One of us will see that day.
Shepard has to do some terrible things to save the galaxy. Shepard.
Your code, my people, you remember. You won't be alone.
Now go back and get the lieutenant and get the hell out of here. It's the right choice, LT.
I know how this ended, but I will not back down. I can't. Face me in single combat, Shepard. Let me die with honor.
Watching everything he cares about burn. It's a bit distracting, just a bit distressing.
It's open.
Shepard, there's something you need to hear.
All right.
Is this a bad time?
Thinking of some friends who aren't around thanks to this war.
That's thanks to the Reapers, not you. Are you thinking about anyone in particular?
Ashley? Okay.
Ashley, back on Vermeer. She gave her life stopping Suforan. I wonder what she'd make of fighting a whole fleet of Reapers.
If I had to guess, Ashley would call it target practice.
Yeah. Sounds like her. Didn't you have something for me?
The Solarian Counselor has an urgent matter.
Let me guess. He called the comm room?
The Council must be taking the Crucible seriously. I'll see you downstairs.
Commander, I understand the issue of Krogan reinforcements to Palaven has been resolved to everyone's satisfaction.
I wouldn't say everyone, but it'll do.
I don't bother with specifics. They always disappoint. At any rate, I have a different problem in mind. I have concerns about humanity's representative, Councillor Udina. My agents have discovered that he's using his authority to move vast sums of money. For what purpose? We're not sure.
If Adina's dirty, it's best we get to the bottom of it fast.
Agreed. Come to the Citadel. We will review the evidence and discuss this in private. Valorn out.
This is
Commander,
so different.
Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Oh, I got 2 Paragon points there. This is so different from what it usually is. He's still a good guy. Let's see, melee bonus, health and berry bonus. Oh, what was the other thing I was doing? Shockwave, wasn't I? Oh. I don't want the melee damage, so health and barrier. Yeah, right. Honestly, this is the best resolution to that. It doesn't feel good lying to the Krogans to their face, but we got Mordin Solus is still alive. We didn't cure the genophage, which I've never liked. It never made sense to me. We got the Solarians. All those things are good things. We just had to lie to the Krogan. And, well, Eve dying was actually a good thing. I wonder how it would happen. What would make a difference if we had kept the data from last time, but then didn't cure the genophage like we did this time? Because Eve would still be living, and that would be different. And I don't think Mordin would be so agreeable to the genophage. That's very interesting. Very interesting. So there, and when I saved the council, I'm talking to the Solarian counselor instead of the Delatras now, which never happened before in any of my games. So it's fascinating, just those two choices. Amazing. Okay. So let's look at our... Oh, Admiral is on VidCom. Okay.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about?
Okay, yeah, sure.
What's our state of readiness, Admiral?
I won't lie, Shepard. We're bogged down. Things aren't looking good in most sectors. We need to increase the tempo and chalk up some wins, otherwise this won't end well for the human race. Or any race.
What about the extra help we've picked up along the way?
The Krogan and Turians have obviously been a big help. Had that female Krogan you rescued survived, she might have rallied more support from the clans, but I'll take what we can get. I'm glad you disabled that mom in Tuchanka. We could have lost a lot of Krogan support as it is. We picked up some Turian troops.
Good to hear. How about the Solarians?
They've committed a fleet. I still don't know how you manage that, given their views on the genophage cure.
What about the Rachni?
I wouldn't have believed it, but the Rachni are helping us build the Crucible.
You're kidding.
Turns out they have a knack for weapons of mass destruction. In hindsight, I guess they'd know a thing or two about waging a galactic war.
No problems with them then?
Other than scaring the hell out of our engineers, no. Not a lot of small talk going on there.
What about Arya's mercenaries?
Arya T'Lok, there's someone I never thought we'd be in bed with. The blood pack will be useful, and violent. Mostly Vorchai here. We'll put the Blue Suns to good use. Intel says Narner Vosk is bringing his men, and that they're gunning for a fight. The Eclipse are providing troops and mechs. When we find a Reaper soft spot, they'll help us hit it. Don't want to know how you got Arya's cooperation, but whatever you did, it was worth it.
Do you know how the other races are doing against the Reapers?
Believe it or not, the Turians and Krogan actually seem to be getting along. Erdnot Reeve has deployed troops and they're giving the Reapers a moment of pause. The Solarians are still hanging on to Sirkesh, But the Reapers are starting to breathe down their necks, too.
What about the Asari?
They have to be feeling the heat. The Reapers are moving fast with the obvious intent of taking Thessia. Interestingly, the Reapers are leaving Parnak alone. It's the Yogg homeworld.
Can't say that I blame them. Yogg have teeth.
Well, if we lose this war, it might be them running the next cycle. It's easy to forget the Reapers don't destroy every species.
Just the ones who can threaten them.
The Yogg, the Yogg.
Any word on the Volus and Elcor?
The Turians and the Krogan sent forces to the Volus homeworld, Irun. It might not be enough, but at least they've got Reaper forces bogged down in a nasty ground war. As for Elcor, they're still in the fight, though our projections show the Reapers encroaching on their territory soon.
Do you know anything about the Hanar and Drell?
Their luck is holding. For now, the Reapers have avoided a direct invasion of that sector. Though we've heard Drell wetwork teams are mobilizing fast to shore up their border with the Solarians.
I knew it, Drell. The Reapers don't want to tangle with them. What happened to the Batarians?
Never stood a chance, hit by the Reapers straight out of the gate. And without any allies to call on, I think the Batarians are history.
Have we heard anything from the Quarians or Geth?
Something might be brewing near the Geth border, but our intel is sketchy. News is getting harder to come by as things get worse.
Okay.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
Right, so got some credits for that as well. The Turians and the Krogan are no longer on board with us. For the Krogan, we've got Urdnot Reeve, 25 points. Krogan clans, 250 points. Clan Urdnot, 300 points. For the Solarians, we have the Solarian First Fleet, 150 points. And Dr. Morden Solis, 25 points. Wow. I've never had the Solarians on our side like that. That's wonderful. They did not like curing the genophage. We have lots of Turian resources. We have the Turian 43rd, we have the 7th Fleet, and we have the Engineering Corps. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Okay, so now I'm gonna start from the top and work my way down.
Bethany, you see the vids and the Maw taking down the Reaper? Man, I wish I could have been there.
I'm just glad the
Was glorious.
Commander, Admiral Hackett has requested your help with a Cerberus fighter base on Noveria.
Another Cerberus mission. Alright. Meep. I feeded my fish. Happy fishies. Lots of them. Okay. Nothing new in my cabin, so I'm going to have my messages.
Liara, you had something you wanted to discuss in my cabin?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I'll be right up.
Oh yeah, okay.
Come on in.
Thank you. Could we sit? I've been thinking about the knowledge we gathered on the Reapers, and how easily it could be lost again. So, I put a plan in motion to preserve things for the future.
What's this?
A record of the galaxy. Information on the Reapers, relays, different cultures, and blueprints of the Crucible. But there's one entry I wanted your opinion on.
Which one?
Your own. I'd be honored to have your input. How would you like history to remember you?
50,000 years is a long time for a computer to sit around.
Please, I was an archaeologist. I know what I'm doing. I'm encasing these records in time capsules and seeding copies on multiple planets. And while it's not foolproof, the VI I'm installing has every translation and linguistics program I could find.
So it's an information guide like Vigil on Ilos?
Yes, I've been preparing it for some time.
And it will be a privilege to guide the future discoverers of these records. Have you decided what you would like Dr. Tassoni to write in your entry, Commander?
I'll take the Paragon option.
You know me well enough to fill in the blanks, Liara.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'd like it to be your call.
All right. Let's begin with the fact that Earth's most famous officer was born and raised in space. The commander was also a powerful biotic, nearly unstoppable when he charged into a fight. He was a soldier and a leader, one who made peace where he could. And it was a privilege to know him.
Careful, this doesn't sound like a diary.
I can't help myself. You're a good friend, Shepard.
You've been there for me too, Liara.
No, I haven't. I wish I could have joined you back on Ilium.
You made up for it.
Well, I suppose I did just write your name in the stars.
Right, so... The Crucible from Morden Solis. Crucible project. Oh, he's writing me. Oh, he's writing me. He usually dies. Oh dear. Okay, from Morden Solis. Crucible project. Extremely engaging. Complex parameters. Multiple technology evolutions from pre-Prothean cultures likely. Fascinating to see Solarian, Turian, human forces working together. Could write case study on large-scale projects undertaken by multiple species. Prioritization of research on Solarian part. Demonstrable hardware gains on Turian part. Believe humans have metaphor in Tower of Babel. Fortunate that language of mathematics and science is universal, even if translators fail. Appreciate your assistance on Tuchanka. Have kept data from earlier discussions safe. Perhaps after war, if Krogan politics demonstrate shift in direction, may be relevant to pursue subject again. Until then, glad you prevented mistake. Wow, that's good. ANN alert, new article on Reaper from Alliance News Network Information Partners. Pharos. A group of colonists on Pharos have mounted a defensive against arriving Reaper forces, holding them back long enough for civilians from nearby colonies to escape. The informal militia from Zoo's Hope, said to be survivors of a savage Geth attack several years ago, has repelled initial Reaper landing attempts with a level of wartime competence more common to seasoned platoons. The colonies are using improvised weapons, as well as supplies salvaged from a defunct exogeny facility. This colony is our home, colony spokesperson Lisbeth Bainham said. We've survived worse, and we know how to fight together. The colony is expected to have time for full evacuation before more Reaper forces arrive. Excellent. Still fighting from Shiala. Dear Commander Shepard, I don't know if you've seen the articles, but the people of Zeus Hope are fighting again. This time it's the Reapers instead of the Geth. I'm not sure if you remember me, but you helped me back on Ilium. The Thorian is dead now, I can confirm that, but the spores in our bodies remain, and on some level we are still connected. This is not necessarily a bad thing. As we fight back the Reapers, we feel each other and act with one mind, ignoring pain when the need arises. I'm sure I'm still indoctrinated. I remember Sovereign's voice in my mind when I went willingly to the Thorian as its thrall, but my connection to the people of Zeus Hope is stronger. It drowns out the Reapers' forces. This situation is imperfect and dangerous. Perhaps the colonists should separate for their own safety, but with one mind, the untrained fight with the skill of veteran commandos. Our force is strong. I have not forgotten how you helped us, how you have spared me. We are leaving Pharos soon, and when the time comes, we will fight for you. Shiala. Okay, I'm not going to read... Okay, impressive work. From General Corinthus. Commander Shepard, when you first arrived on Manet, I had a hard time seeing how flying off with one of our best generals would benefit our fight against the Reapers. However, as I now watch Turian and Krogan fighters working together to take down a Reaper destroyer, I must admit I'm impressed. You've broken an alliance that many thought impossible. Palaven might be saved after all. The Krogan will arise again from Erdnite Reeve. Shepard, I don't usually type, I yell, so consider this message a rare honor. You proved yourself a worthy ally of the Krogan, maybe a worthy enemy when the war is over. See, may be a worthy enemy when the war is over. After we destroy the Reapers, our empire will rival the Asari or Turians. We will have you to thank for that. Retribution will be swift and without mercy. Doubt the Alliance will just go along with it, though. Maybe they'll send you after me. You get time to prepare, then we'll see who's the better soldier. Yeah, see, that's just not... Headed to Palaven now to show the Turians how to fight a war. Considered letting them twist in the wind, but that would take a glorious victory away from my men. Fight or die. Yeah, I did the right thing. Your admirable decision from Delatras Linrun. Commander, I am pleased to learn of your decision on Tuchanka regarding the genophage. Reason has prevailed. Our remote sensing equipment has detected the cure has failed, and the aerosol you release will not properly inoculate the Krogan against further reproductive degradation. Our reconnaissance reveals the Krogan are unaware of your actions and continue to believe the genophage has been cured. Be warned, though, Commander, when this conflict with the Reapers has passed, the Krogan will eventually realize something is wrong and may seek explanations. When that day comes, our scientists will supply you with fabricated evidence to prove the cure was flawed from the beginning and had no chance of success. So that's cool. She's helping us cover up. In the meantime, I'm pleased to offer you the formal support of the Solarian Union in your efforts to complete the Crucible and turn the tide against the Reapers. After this war is over, we can all rest assured the galaxy will be safer without the threat of further Krogan interference. Delatras Linrun. I've got to pause for just one moment. Okay, so let's go back. So we've got all of our email reads. Let's look at our squad. What a handsome squad it is. Exits. Yes. Okay, exit. Oh, we got a war asset from that. That's nice. Actually, let me see something. Map. Let's do the Common Information Centers last. AI core. Edie's in the AI core. We'll check with her. And we'll check with everybody.
I'm glad to see we have Garrus back. I wanted to help with his scars, but I think he actually likes them. Commander.
What are you up to now?
I'm uploading data on the destroyed Reaper to the Turians. They are investigating possible Reaper structural weakness. Our data says Reaper capital ships such as Sovereign are of unique design. However, smaller Reaper destroyers bear similarities.
That one was small?
Relatively, yes. Ground attack ships are only 160 meters in height. Sovereign was approximately 2 kilometers.
Well, keep talking to the Turians. If there's a chink in the Reaper's armor, we all need to know it.
Now let's talk to Garrus and Liara. Oh, I thought he was here. Is he over here? No, where is he? Oh, he's on the bridge. Okay, well that makes sense. Alright. But Liara's definitely down here.
Any sign of life?
The Reaper destroyed by the Thresher Maw appears to be completely inert, Doctor. We would need to send in teams to be sure.
Out of the question. Tell the Krogan to stay away.
Okay, so we got more research. We got power damage or power recharge. It's only 5%. Okay. Ooh, lots to read. Mass relay traffic reports. There has been an increase and decrease in recent relay traffic. Widow, 95% increase. Oh my gosh. Sign hand, fit 43% decrease. I don't know what that is. Karen is unavailable and Shang-Chi is unavailable. Call between Kasumi Goto and Professor S. Alassen. Kasumi, hi Professor, you know that one-of-a-kind point-to-point comm server you were talking about the other day? Do you have any information on its whereabouts? I've got something better. Check your front door. But the server's locked in a Cerberus facility. Not anymore. This will be invaluable for the Prothean device. Thank you, Miss Goto. Kasumi, you're the brilliant astrophysicist, Prof. Just a tech expert doing some odd jobs. By the way, you would not believe how many credits Cerberus leaves just lying around in the open. Email from Dr. Locke to Admiral Hackett. Security almost opened fire on the Rachni when their ships pulled up to the Crucible, Admiral. I had to evoke your name more than once before they were let on board. They're following instructions, but my god, do I have to tell you how nervous everyone in the project is to see Rachni strutting down the halls? They almost gave Professor Lau a fit. I'll let you know how our next staff meeting goes. Grunt addresses new Arlac company recruits. I still don't understand why they put a tank-grown freak in charge of a whole company. And Grunt says, I don't understand why they gave me whining pyjacks for soldiers. I have more years in the battlefield than you have kills, Runt. Trying to mate with Solarian females doesn't count as fighting. Lovely. Okay, message from Professor Morden Solis to an SDG colleague. I've never seen this before. Oh my gosh. Arrived at Crucible. Massive. Difficult to realize just how massive until Dreadnought floats by. Provides perspective. Interesting design. Not convinced the scaffolding is necessary for the main delivery mechanism, but Alliance engineers are slavishly following Mars archive plans. Suppose it's best not to deviate for now. Exciting atmosphere. Galaxy's most brilliant minds working together toward common goal. Read their solutions to engineering problems on the way over. Looking forward to correcting them in person. We'll give my regards to Shepard later. If possible, much work to be done here. Call from Kaylee Sanders to Jack. Just checking on the kids. And Sanders says, I wanted to tell you, I persuaded some Alliance friends to part with that biotic amp you and your children were testing at Grissom. You can pick it up on the Citadel. So they're receiving upgraded biotic amps. And then an email from Kaylee Sanders to David Anderson. David, you won't get this for a while unless you find an extranet connection working on Earth. I've made it out to this weapon we're building. The device isn't even halfway complete, and it's the most breathtaking, complicated piece of technology I've ever seen. I wish you would see this thing we're creating. It gives me hope. Take care for my sake.
Working on anything?
I'm helping decode some of the Crucible's designs, or trying to. Theoretical particle physics based on specialized base 12 mathematics aren't exactly my specialty. And Javik is his usual forthcoming self. I'd trade my last 100 years to resurrect even one Prothean scientist to help us.
She's only 100 years old.
Greetings, Commander.
She would be a baby at that point. Okay. Engineering.
Genophage cure, huh? This beats the hell out of reporting on the Milgram City Council.
I don't think I've heard of Milgram. Which planet is that again?
Beckenstein. It's right next door to the Citadel. I'm a colony kid. Commander, got a minute?
What do you want to know?
You've just implemented a cure for the genophage. Millions of Krogan will start fighting the Reapers. What do you say to people who think humanity is starting another Rachni war and Krogan rebellions?
It's easy to remember the worst of Krogan history, but you also need to remember the best.
Meaning?
The Krogan were heroes once, and they want to be heroes again. We're giving them that chance.
Are you concerned about possible Krogan retribution on Palaven or Surkesh?
The Krogan know their mission. They'll have their hands full fighting the Reapers.
There it is, straight from Commander Shepard. Until tomorrow, this is Diana Allers. Good night and stay strong. Okay, I'll cut that together with the rest of the segment and send it to Command for approval.
That's cool.
Commander.
All right.
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel before Edie even existed.
Engineer Donnelly is correct. The Normandy SR-2 was completely spaceworthy prior to my installation.
see, Edie agrees with me.
Edie's mind and the Normandy are a whole entity now. You couldn't just move the processors in the AI core to another.
The Normandy is a ship. Edie is a collection of processing hardware contained in that ship. Those are two separate things.
Doesn't the existence of the Reapers contradict that?
So what do you think, Edie?
Are we more than our thoughts?
I'm done. Any more of this and my head's gonna explode.
I agreed with Donnelly there because that's what Edie said, and if Edie would know herself best.
Adams would like to speak to you.
You should go see Adams, Commander.
Commander, remember the problem I mentioned? About a core overload possibly venting into the engineering compartment? Daniels, Donnelly, Edie, and I have been brainstorming and comparing notes.
You see, the venting occurs when IES sinks are in a back cycle, at the same moment the main core is at peak draw, such as from sustained kinetic.
What Kenneth means to say is that we're pretty sure we can make the system safer.
We just need a GX-12 thermal pipe. Unfortunately, we're cut off from Alliance supply chains. Could you keep an eye out for one the next time you're on the Citadel, Commander? I've got the specs right here.
Are these modifications really necessary?
It's a safety issue, not exactly critical. Under extreme conditions, like heavy bombardment to the kinetic barriers while traveling at peak flight speeds, plasma can vent into this compartment.
It would vaporize anyone standing in this room.
That sounds more serious than just a safety issue.
Well, under those conditions, odds are you're about to lose the entire ship anyway.
But we want every advantage we can get, right?
I'll look for one next time we go to the Citadel.
Thanks, Commander.
Okay, so we've spoken to these. We haven't spoken to Javik yet.
Commander.
You settling in, Javik?
I believe some of the crew wishes to be my friend. That is not my purpose here. Also, I find I need to wash my hands. The residue of the ship is strong.
How so?
I have been exploring. There are traces of those who lived on the Normandy before. I detected a human female. Her genetic structure was unnatural, as if artificially created.
Sounds like Miranda.
And a Drell. There was illness in him.
Thane.
And the Krogan we met, who lived in these quarters. He was undergoing a metamorphosis. His memories were confused, not organic to his mind. There was great confusion and turmoil.
I still can't wrap my head around that. Reading information like you do.
For my people, it was as natural as breathing.
Evolution's an amazing force.
Our scientists believed it was the only force in the galaxy that mattered. They called it the cosmic imperative. The strong flourished, the weak perished. The governments of your cycle seem concerned with ensuring the survival of all.
Was this imperative just your scientist's opinion? Or did they prove something we don't know?
The universe had already proven it. They only had to look around.
And saw what exactly?
Extinction is the rule of law in the cosmos, the natural order of things. The weakest species are doomed.
It's the duty of the strong to protect the weak. Otherwise, we'd have anarchy.
But those who had nothing to offer would be eliminated.
Oh, hold on.
So conflict should be a way of life?
Evolution demands it. The strong grow stronger by dominating the weak. It is for the greater good of all. Though I do not think your Asari approves of my beliefs.
Liara? I think she just had a different idea about what Protheans were like.
We are all a product of our time. Had I been born in this cycle, perhaps I would be the noble scholar she wishes me to be.
You think you'd like that? It's a whole different line of work.
I wouldn't know. Living a life of constant war. Taking life in every battle.
I see how it could be tough to see outside the box.
It is the only box I have known. It shapes me, as stone is shaped by the one who carves it. The stone has no choice in the form it will take. You and I, Commander. War is our sculptor, and we are prisoners to its design.
Maybe not much longer. We win this, and we'll both be set free.
Thank you, Commander. I have seen the death of a Reaper. It has been a long time.
Let's hope it's the first of many.
Yes, a difficult fight remains. In your position, I would have offered the Solarian leader a deal.
Oh?
You only had to make the Krogan believe you cured their disease. They are too stupid to know the difference. The Solarians would have been grateful and rewarded you. Both would have served you at the same time. Morality and friendship do not matter now. Your allies are simply resources to use against the Reapers.
Gotta say, I agree with you, Javik.
I am detecting an air of deception about you, Commander. The mind may lie, but the body cannot. If you have done as I suspect, your commitment to victory is beyond reproach. If the Krogan seek retribution for the past, do not waste time on sterility plagues. Destroy them where they stand. In the meantime, they are useful cannon fodder against the Reapers. Do not care what others think. Do what you must. Do not care what others think. Do what you must.
There we go. Well, Javik's on my side.
Shepard, thanks again for being there at the Refugee Memorial. I feel better. Everything's so much clearer now.
Glad I could help.
So there are a lot of people who are very strong one way or the other about the Krogan thing. And I'm just gonna put it aside for a second. And I truly and firmly believe that there's a room in this world for everyone to tolerate other people's beliefs. Now, that does not mean that we can act on them, but toleration, yes. I don't think you should so we should have some bright lines as a society. We do not murder, we do not steal, we do not do all those good things. War crimes are totally not a thing. Well, try not to anyway. And you can be punished for them. But if someone says that they love onions better than anything in the world and you hate onions, then you can both have the same opinion without hating the other person. And this is kind of what I think about here. There's a lot of people who think the Genophage is totally evil and would hate the Solarians for that, but the Solarians have reasons for believing in it or doing it, and I completely understand their side, and I can believe that the Genophage is a good thing in some ways, and you can believe that it's a bad thing, and we don't have to be enemies. So but I'm not going to say that I believe it, that the Genophage is a bad thing just to make everyone happy. I believe in standing up for my morals. Anyway.
Parts of Tachanka reminded me of the desert back home. The lizards and worms are bigger, but, you know, the sand and everything.
I can see that. Oh, I wanted to upgrade the Mattock. And there we go. Because I'll just continue using the Mattock from now on. For everyone, when they use it. Okay. So I've gone everywhere. Let's go talk to Gareth and Joker.
All right, my turn. What's the first order an Alliance commander gives at the start of combat?
I give up.
Correct.
All right, big guy. What do you call it when a Turian gets killed by a horrible spiky monster?
Friendly fire. Come on, that one goes back to Shang-Chi.
How you gotta respect the classics?
How many humans does it take to activate a dormant mass relay?
602. 600 to vote on it, 1 to ask the Asari for technical help, and 1 to request a seat on the council afterward. How do you know when a Turian's out of ammo?
He switches to the stick up his ass as a backup weapon. Why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
You're shitting me! The Turian military has one about me?
Oh, absolutely. I heard it myself from a private back on Palaven.
Alright, why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
So their Marines can beat someone in hand-to-hand drills.
Damn, you need to tell James that one. Hey, what's the hardest part about treating a Turian who took a rocket to one side of his face?
Figuring out which side took the rocket.
Never thought I'd see the Krogan and the Turians team up. Even the Reapers have to be a little nervous about pissing them off.
I'd say more than a little.
I'm sorry about Morden.
Had to be done.
He'll have a hell of a tombstone. Cured the genophage, with a little asterisk, and then at the bottom it'll say, which he also created.
I always thought he was crazy. Useful, but crazy. Then he gives up his own life.
To save the Krogan. Doesn't do much to disprove the crazy theory, huh?
I guess not. But he was one of ours.
So now that we got the Krogan and the Turians, what now?
The Krogan help us turn the tide on Palaven. They can shoot at something useful for a change.
Dig till we hit daylight, huh? Works for me.
So how does it feel knowing Krogan will be singing songs about you until the end of time? I'd think it would be an honor.
There's enough misery in this universe. Nice to see something go right for a change.
You don't seem too thrilled about it.
Just tired.
Can't say I've ever really witnessed history in the making like this. Well, except for Sovereign attacking the Citadel, and then there was the Collector base, but this one felt good. I just hope Reeve remembers his history. I don't want to be back on Tuchanka someday ending another war.
I wouldn't worry about that.
No? Well, then you've got more faith in him than I do. If it wasn't my own world that needed help, I might have looked for a way out.
That would have been tough to live with. Tricking an entire species like that.
I'm not saying you wouldn't need ice in your veins, but I doubt Morden would have gone along with it.
We'll never know.
Commander?
I wonder where all the Krogan will live now. I've never seen what you'd call a house on Tuchanka.
I don't like lying to Garrus either.
Look at that galaxy map. Do you know how many strategy games are built from that interface?
You play strategy games?
A few. Most are too flashy though. I prefer chess. I have a set made from rose quartz and hematite back home. I like the feel of something solid in my hands.
Well, now that I know your weakness, we may have to try a game.
It'd be more fun than playing Edie. Edie doesn't sweat.
You sweat playing chess?
Depends on how much fun we're having.
Yes, everybody loves Trainer. Okay, so journal. I have to go through this screen instead of straight to the journal. So we gotta buy a thermal pipe. There's a Cerberus fighter base we can do. There's a Citadel. Krogan dying message. Okay, downloading. Unit Heath Book of Phoenix. Oh, the schematics for the automated turrets were covered. Downloads. And Eden Prime. So what we're going to do then is we're going to scan and do side quests. And I've only got 5 minutes left, I know, but we can do this scanning and the side quests, no problem. Okay, so Krogan DMZ is 100% done. I think it's the blue ones. Oh, Cerberus Fighter Base is blue. Okay. The red ones are the ones that we can scan things for. So let's see. Nenma cluster, Attican Beta. Oh, Attican Beta is new. And Aethon cluster is new. So let's go to Aethon cluster. Just scan this.
I found something.
Oh, a rune. The Volus homeworld is a high-pressure, high-gravitated planet that supports an ammonia-based ecology. This rare environment means that the Volus have been slow to colonize, as there are few planets that meet their habitation requirements. Most prefer to stay on Irune, working remotely via the extranet. The more adventurous don the clumsy but vital pressure suits and venture out in the worlds and Citadel space to make their fortunes. Irune is remarkable for having done away with warfare as an institution of the state. Volus culture lacks the romantic view of war found in the galaxy's more aggressive species. Physical skirmishes between groups rarely last long and are almost always ended by social castigation, bargaining agreements, or harsh economic sanctions. Irune's cities tend to be built on fast trade routes rather than militarily defensible positions. This has left them vulnerable to Husk attacks now that the Reapers have overwhelmed the Turian fleets and begun a ground war on the planet. Citadel Travel Advisory. Irune's ammonium-based atmosphere is toxic to non-Volus life forms. Visitors to Irune must wear pressure suits at all times when traveling outside of environmentally controlled areas. 8.8 billion people. We've never seen the Volus without their suits, but for some reason, I get the idea that they would be hideous. Okay, we've got the Book of Kleenex, which we needed. Kleenex? I have not looked up any fan art of Voluses without their suits. Okay, so then we get the Churk Saab. Its system's middle child has only functioning helium-3 apparatus in the system, so this is a refueling spot, as usual, for these types of planets. And we've got a war asset. Wow, we've got a lot to scan. Hold on, I think I've screwed up. There. Okay. Alright, so we'll go to Nura.
Signal confirmed.
Omakar is a temperate garden world currently in its megafauna stage. The planet's nitrogen, oxygen, atmosphere, and dextroamino acid-based life wasn't particularly attractive to the Volus, so they sold us colonization rights to their Turian partners. Omakar's spaceports and major roads were blasted into craters by the Reapers, largely immobilizing the population. Its Turian defenders are slowly being pushed back by ground forces. There's 259 million Turians on the planet. And we found some intelligence archives. And some fuel. I think we'll only scan this cluster. And then we'll be done for the day.
I found something.
We have Analysin, which is a lonely world of rock and ice. Looks like there's Ezo smugglers here, but nothing since then. And we have the Volus engineering team. Just some various Volus assets. Some fuel.
Signal confirmed.
We have an ice giant. It's a good refueling stop. Oh, that's interesting. Warned of the Reaper's battle plans, but left with little other option. A select team of workers at Salu Palace set out phony communications suggesting that important military data was being handed off here. When the Reapers sent into a force of husks, they ran into the Volus' trap, a chain reaction that annihilated the station. Cool, so we got a dreadnought. I didn't even know the Volus had dreadnoughts. Apparently they do. And some more fuel. Go back to Aru. Pick up the fuel that's over here. And leave the system. Okay, so the Aethon cluster has been done. This is Petra Nebula we should probably go to. But I'm just gonna... Doesn't seem like there's anything... No. So, I'm just gonna exit out. And... Gosh, this was an interesting one for me. We did Tuchanka the way I've always wanted to really do Tuchanka. And it turned out good. But lying to people, I hate it. I hate it. But it looks like the Solarians are going to cover for me and make it look like it's not my fault. So I'm just going to... Morden is the only one who knows the truth. And the Solarians, of course. The Solarian Delatras. So we'll see how that turns out. Hopefully everything works out okay. Yeah. It's gonna look bad, isn't it? Anyway, I hope you have a good day, and I will see you shortly.